Fuck, I look like shit. Right. Let's set those up, make sure it all looks good. I don't know how the audio, I don't know how to check that if I'm streaming like this. Alright. Alright. We're doing the cooking stream. I know everyone's been begging for it for years now. Stream. I got good dishes. Um, dip, spinach, and shrimp Fredo. A lot of spinach today. Uh, hold on. I gotta open the window in case I burn something. That'll help. Be less burny. Well, that means you gotta be a little quiet. I'm shouting out the window. All right. Ooh. Okay. I got three dishes. We're gonna prepare them all. Very good. First step on the menu. You gotta you gotta thaw these. Place frozen raw shrimp in a sealed container. Refrigerate overnight. Fuck you. Quick thawing. There we go. Place frozen shrimp in a colander. Rinse continuously under cold running water until thawed. All right, that seems like the best one. I'm gonna just leave this fucking trash can out here. I don't want to keep opening that up. I need a colander. Hold on a second. I got the colander. I got the colander. So I just throw them. That's good. I don't know if shrimp are supposed to smell like that. You know, they smell better out of the package than the package does itself, so I'm gonna assume that's just, the package giving off a weird funk. Nothing wrong with the shrimp. And then, run under cold water. Fuck that. I don't know how long I expect them. I'll keep coming back then, I guess. Spray more cold water on them. I don't know how fucking long it would want me to run them under this. Do like that for a sec. Next thing. We got a boneless chuck roast. It's not what I wanted. It's not gonna cook right. It's gonna cook wrong, in fact, actually. I know. Very fucking disappointing. Is all they fucking had at 8 at night for some fucking reason. I need to wash my hands first. You always wash your hands before cooking. Not into the shrimp. Wow, that is just creating so much splash in it. Not very good. Shut back to that. Oh, sorry. That is cold as fucking water. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, keep yeah, sure. Alright, so you want to do, whenever you're cooking anything with meats, right? You gotta season it first. And you season your meats first. Here, I'll turn it down now, because now you can look at what's happening over at, I'll do it right here, actually. That'll look a little bit. You can look at it right here. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at that. I see. I thought this through. I thought this through. I know all the camera angles I need to use. Faucet, shut up. We'll come back to you later. Should I just put them in a fucking bowl of cold water rather than run it? I mean, that'd be way fucking smarter. I'm not using this colander bullshit. It's gonna fucking good. Water bill. Some shit. Stuff. Fill that shit with some cold Wawa. There you go. That'll work better. You guys didn't see any of that, don't worry. Anyways, here's the beef. It's pretty good beef. Alright, what we're gonna want to do, if I can put this on the burner, need a cutting board. You want to season the beef, you know? You want to season the beef first thing you do. Because that way, the longer the seasoning sits on the beef, the better the beef tastes. Science, it works it into it. So here's what we're gonna do. You can follow along at home if you want. We're gonna do salt. That's pretty good. You can do pepper. I'm like running out of pepper. Need to replace it. Should have bought some at the store. There's a lot of things I actually didn't buy at the store that I kind of was supposed to specifically for this stream, and then I didn't. But I did buy another bottle of vodka, so there's that, you know. Once you get salt and pepper, there's where it differs. People have their different ideas what to do, what not to do. I like a bit chili powder. Can you see that? Yeah, that's pretty good looking, isn't it? On stream. It looks better on fucking stream than it does in person. Jesus. In person, it looks like I shit on it. There's some garlic powder. The basics. Just for a little bit of spice, And you do that. Flip it over both sides, baby. That's tasting good. Salt it up. And then, pepper. Chili. A garlic. Beautiful looking steak. That is just, oh man, it looks so good on stream. It does not look that good here. Alright. Put most of it back. Keep the salt out. Salt's always good for something. Pepper, may as well fucking throw away. I won't though. That's kind of funny to leave just 3 in there for the next person to replace instead. And there you go. You got a steak. That's not, you know, Put it on a plate. And there you go, you got a stick. Put it over there. I'm gonna come back later. Now was when I realized that I fucked up. Because I should have chopped my onions and vegetables on the cutting board before I put raw meat on there. And so whenever you fuck up, you just take another drink of Busch Light. Okay. Next thing to cut up. I guess first thing to cut up. Onion. I don't got any more big onions left. We're gonna do two small ones, cut them up. Yeah, onion. Now some people say you gotta clean your onion, like wash them, take the first peel and wash them. You don't have to do that actually. Because the peel on the outside is what keeps it, all the bacteria and whatnot, off the regular bit of the onion. So you just peel it and then you don't even gotta wash it. No problem. Done and done. I'll move this up here. You can see the proper peeling procedure, right? You rip that, and you just sort of keep pushing your fingy into it. That's a squishy ass fucking onion. Most onions generally pretty. This is a squishy fucking onion. That's weird. Anyways, you're gonna wanna peel it. The outer bit, it don't taste too good. And the regular bit of the onion doesn't taste too good either. That's why you have to cook it as well. Don't eat your onions raw, kids. Unless you're getting money or drugs for it. In which case, yeah, go for it. There's really nothing. You're not going to lose nothing. It's just a little unpleasant. Alright, you peel it. If you peel too much away, don't worry. That's why there's more onion underneath the onion. Alright, there you go. And then you need a knife. Yeah, cut off the little nubs. I like this knife. Yeah. Cut off the nub. Cut off the nub. Go on to the second onion. Now, I think I should maybe wipe off the cutting board on account of the raw beef that I have put on this already. But, see, this onion isn't squishy. That onion was squishy. This one isn't. This one's firm. I don't know why that onion was so squishy. That was weird. So yeah, you just peel the onion. You just peel the onion. And you peel the onion. And yeah. Yeah, you peel the onion. And you cut off the nubs, of course, these two nubs gotta come off. Don't worry, you guys will be able to see my immaculate cutting techniques momentarily. Alright. We gotta cut the onion. Angle you down for this. You see my beautiful techniques, alright? Now, cutting these onions, I like cut them first half this way. Kind of like that. And then lay them flat down like that. See? And you just cut, You just go chop, 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 chop. And then you cut. I don't need to do the sound effect every time. You see what I'm saying. When you get into the end, just, be very careful about not cutting your fingers. And it's no issue. And you set up like that. Line them all up again. Chop them that way too. Okay, you cut and you chop. And, once they're edged there, you can, just, but I'll wait until we got more other onions. See, I'm actually pretty glad I didn't wipe all this off now, because now this onion's collecting all this other salt and pepper and good stuff, Very good. It's tasty. So yeah, you just cut through one way. Just be careful at the end every time. You could cut yourself. Especially at the end, man. Just be careful you won't do it. And you cut through this way. And then you have it all here, and then you can just give it a sort of a coarse chopping, It is very good. Very good, you got your chopped onion there. What type of way you chop the onion with sizes, it really doesn't matter for this recipe. It's kind of just, it's onion. And then I'm going to put it in a bowl. Yeah, you onion go there. And this all go right into the bowl. Just like that. Some get on the counter, don't worry. As long as you're not a fucking slob. Your counters aren't dirty. Unless you're you live in a pigsty and you don't clean your goddamn house, so. If they fall on the counter, just put them right back in the ingredients. It's cool. Alright, then just do it again with the other one. I normally just do this one big one, but I only had two little medium ones, and I think two medium ones are probably equal 1.5 big ones. Oops, see, I almost cut myself there, but I didn't because I was careful. And so then, yeah. There we go. And that over there. And then, start chop. Yeah, you basically face 0 risk of ever cutting yourself until the end. The last bits of the cut are really the only time it's possible to cut yourself. Cut an onion. As long as you're careful, you're not going to cut yourself. Just remember at the end. Alright. And that's pretty good. Oh, there. Alright, well, see, I dropped some on the floor. That's to the dogs. I can't. I stand on the floor and my feet are fucking nasty. So those aren't going back in the bowl. Floor ones go to the dogs. Don't put floor ones back in the bowl. It's a good piece of advice, but counter one, toss that right back in. No issue. There you go there. And then you. Next. Garlic. Garlic, you should do the same thing as onion. The only real trick to garlic is crushing it to peel it. I think everyone fucking knows that trick by now. Yeah, I'll have 2 cloves. 1 clove for one dish, 1 clove for another. Wait, right? Yeah, another dish. Alright, cool. Toss your bulb back where you put your bulb. Doesn't matter. Don't put your bulbs in the fridge. They don't need to go there. It's not going to do anything bad if you put them there, but they don't need to be there. So don't waste fridge space. Just throw them in the corner of your kitchen or some shit. You just where you're not going to fucking give a fuck. Anyways, garlic. I'll save one right there. Try not to fucking no, that's stupid as shit, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Uh, there you go. Just crush it with your knife like that, and then bada bing, bada boom. Look how easy it is. Look how look how easy it is to peel. Just like that. Fucking one crush, bam, done. Take a drink for your hard work. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh, those shrimp are thrown out nice. All right. Then you just cut up your garlic like so. Pretty much the exact same that you do with the onion, just smaller because it's garlic, not onion. And garlics are smaller than onions. And then yeah, just like chop it up. I mince me garlic. You don't have to. You can keep it in. I don't fucking like keeping them in chips, just because I don't like fucking biting into a goddamn chip of garlic in a food that I eat. You know, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so disgusting when people put in fucking chips of garlic into their food, like they're cooking, and then I'm always the one that gets the chip in my food, and so I just bite into a whole fucking chip of garlic. It's nasty. So I don't do that to myself. I don't do that to others. You know, like Jesus said, treat others how you would like to be treated. That's the garlic. I can stay there. All right. Here's where we're really getting into the nitty gritty. Go on cast iron. Go on cast iron pan. I'm out of beer. Hold on a sec. I got another beer. Ugh. Oh, that fits my beer perfectly. Look at that. You want cast iron? So you're gonna want a frying pan and a cast iron. You're gonna want both because we're doing two dishes. We're doing three dishes, but two dishes. One dish is gonna need cat. One dish is gonna need frying pan. Uh, Now if your frying pan's under a bunch of fucking garbage like mine, no worries. Just think of it as an opportunity to work out fucking moving 10 pans at a time. One of these should be somewhere else, but. Oh, should I use that pan instead? I don't know what it is about this pan. I like it more than the other frying pan. I just grab some and use this one. Use this one instead. It's pretty good. If any of my dogs come in here, they can lick up the floor and whatnot. That'll really help out quite a bit. Yeah, so we got our pans now. This pan is longer, so I'm okay with that being further away from the pan. Let's say I need to change something. I need to change something. There we go. That's a better title. I don't know why I didn't go with that originally. I just bit into a fucking garlic chip. What am I, retarded? Yeah. Don't bite into just a regular garlic chip. It's really strong. Alright. Butter. Cool thing about when you get stick of butter, these fucking people don't get it. The stick of butter, they unwrap it and they try to like screw something out. Stick of butter is meant when it has these. You literally just cut right through the fucking thing. So you need 1 tablespoon. You literally just look at tablespoon, bam, cut right through it. Tablespoon. The amount of fucking times I go into someone's fridge and their butter is like they have like this much butter, right? 2 tablespoons, but they have the entire fucking cloth still, the paper, because they unwrap it and then cut and then wrap it back up with like the whole paper. It's disgusting. Stop it. It's not actually disgusting. There's no health issues with it, but it's stupid. You look like an idiot. You look like a fool. Alright. Now, gonna bring our cast iron up to heat. That 1 tablespoon of butter. Might put a second one in there. I'll put a second one in there. I like butter. Put a second one in there if you feel like it. I feel like it. I'm gonna do it. I like butter. What are you gonna say? What you want to do is you want to put it on like medium low. Your cast iron, like medium low. Really get that butter all around that pan. Should be good. You can see him at the fire. No, wait for your butter to like all melt. Get a big pool of butter. Keep it on low. Your butter isn't gonna burn. You know, as long as it's on low to medium low, your butter won't burn. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that bullshit. Like you should use oil because the butter burns. Shut the fuck up. They don't know what they're talking about. Just keep it on low, and then like even if you are doing a dish where you want to like fry something on high, put it on low to get the butter all there so it works like oil, and then turn it to fucking high, and then throw your shit in right when it gets up temp. And your butter won't burn. Don't worry. I'm a professional chef. I have worked in a restaurant once, and I have been paid to cook something for someone, therefore making me a professional chef. Because all it really means, people fucking throw around the fucking word professional like it means something. Literally, all it means is you've been paid to do it. It doesn't even mean that you're currently being paid to do it. When these professional chefs make a fucking YouTube video and shit, if it doesn't have any ads on it, suddenly they're not making any. Are they still a professional chef? No, they're still a professional chef because they've been paid to cook. Right? That's all it means. The whole word professional means goddamn shit. It just means you were paid to do it. It doesn't mean you're good at it either. You're a professional. Who gives a shit if you're professional? I'll fucking, dude. I paid a bitch to. Even now. So your butter's nice and melted, right? Now you're gonna want to toss in that garlic. Get a spatula or some shit, you know, really swoop it around. Any good spatulas available? This is awful. This is all garbage. This is pretty good. So you go. Turn back to low. You also just move it around this way. Really swirl it around with the garlic. Once you smell that garlic cooking, you're gonna want to toss in, and I'm smart enough to remember, take out the garlic that I put in my onions. You're gonna want to toss in your onions. You're gonna want to set your onions in there, get them all even and whatnot. You're gonna set it to low. Not low, but like lower than medium low. You know? You don't want that. Have your onions, you know. It's called caramelizing. Alright? Mix them around a little bit. You always start with your onion. If you're cooking any type of thing in like a pan, doing like a bunch of things you're into it, always add the onions first. The longer the onions cook, the more sugar they let out. The better. Don't sneeze in your onions. The better it ends up. You put them on low for now. Put them on high, obviously, if you want to fucking cook the rest of shit on high too. But we're cooking on low. So we're gonna be cooking this whole cast iron on low. It's gonna be good. Gonna be real good. Gonna be real nice. Anyways, we need to make a sauce. Follow me. Actually, no, I'll keep you down there. I'll be right back. Stay there. Sauce. We want soy sauce. I have Chestnut Hill soy sauce. I would say don't trust any soy sauce that doesn't have an Asian name. Bad idea. And then we got Worcestershire. And then I had something else. You can experiment with a little teriyaki if you feel like it. Feeling fruity. Get a little mixing bowl thing, right? This thing with thingamajig. Alright. Now I generally do like 2 parts soy sauce, 1 part Worcester. Really majority soy sauce. You know? Trying to do is make a real meaty. You take the fun stuff off this Worcester, you know? Sort of a real meaty, umami, sort of MSG-esque thing. I wash my hands too, so I can stir it with my finger. That's real good. That's immediately good, actually. Holy shit, that was perfect combo right away. I don't need this fucking teriyaki sauce out of here. Get them all out of here. We don't need them, and put them back in your fridge. Alright. And then, check your phone. And I gotta grab another beer. I'll be right for this. Oh, wait, no, never mind. This beer still. Alright. Once you finish that beer, go grab another. Ooh. That garlic's finished. But a bit lower. The garlic and onion is cooking up nice. Don't use your hands to. Oh, thank God that wasn't caught on camera, right? Yeah. So keep using the spatula to stir. Don't ever touch it with your hands. Alright. Okay, so now we're gonna do gonna be real good, right? These onions are cooking up real nice. Keep letting them do that for a little bit. As long as it's on the lowest setting, it'll take a while for them to start caramelizing and whatnot. You got time on your hand. They ain't burning anytime soon. And then you can start preparing your other dishes. Such as this shrimp is still not totally thawed out yet. Got a bit of ice still on it. Maybe the colander method is working here. Go back to the rinsing it. Alright. Damn, that's good. You know what? No, let's find out. Alright, so next. I'm gonna be doing thicker sauce. Put it to the side. Don't need it just yet. You don't need very much of the sauce either, just so you know. That's why it's like just this tiny little thing. Very little sauce necessary. Don't need to drench nothing. It's fine. That's good. Oh wait, shit. The directions for cooking the shrimp are on the back of the package. Saute is what I want. Eat 1 tablespoon of butter with 1 tablespoon of olive oil on medium. I only have 1 tablespoon left, and I gotta save that for something else. Well, I got more tablespoon. Yeah, I can do that. On medium heat. Add your desired marinade or spices onto shrimp before you saute. I don't fucking know what spices go good with shrimp. And place shrimp in the hot pan. Saute quickly while turning once, about 2 to 3 minutes until shrimp becomes sauteed throughout. We're actually gonna wait on cooking both the shrimp and the Spanish dip. Both these dishes are gonna take in total 20 minutes to cook, like each. Ooh, the onions are grilling. It's not on a grill, but you know. Also, what fucking grilled onions in restaurants when they like have grill? They're not cooking though on a grill because they're all chopped up and like tiny. You can tell that they were chopped before cooking. You can't throw those tiny little pieces onto a grill because they'll fall right through the grill, right? So I fucking know that they're all fucking lying about it being grilled. What am I making? I'm making 3 dish. One dish is the spinach dip. The other dish is the shrimp alfredo. And then the personal recipe I like to call beef stew in a pan. Alright, so now this time you can chop up a lot of stuff right now. Because this is on the lowest setting in a cast iron. It's gonna be a long time these onions are gonna be cooking and whatnot. You got a lot of time. Chop shit up. I'm gonna start with the tomatoes. Tomatoes you basically just chop in half once. How do you open this? The fuck? They come out the bottom? The fuck kind of bullshit is it? It's stupid as hell. Well, anyways, you can just, bring them all. You can put them in the bowl that we used to keep our onions in. That seems fair. And then when I chop them up, I'll put them back into this little container thing. You know? Basically, these easy as fuck, right? Chop them once. Hold on. Easy as fuck, right? Chop them once. That's it. Each one of these things. I probably should have cleaned all the butter and garlic and tomatoes off of my knife, but there's barely any left on it now, so you can just keep going. Just chop them once. Right in half. It's all good. And just toss them right back into that little bowl thing. There's a bowl thing right here. You just chop them right into that. Ba-boom. Baboosh. Ba-boom. Baboosh. Like I said, these onions are gonna be fucking. They're gonna take so long to fucking saute onions. People don't fucking realize this bullshit. If you want to just fucking burn your onions right away, put them on fucking high heat, turn them brown, whatever. It's great for like when you're making a sauce. You're actually fucking cooking the onions and shit. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is just cook them on the lowest fucking setting for like as long as you can get until like finally you gotta be like, all right, well I gotta start adding the other shit now. You know, that's the best way to do onions. Oh, that fucking hurt my back bending over like that. Turn into an old man. You know what I just realized? I should be washing my hands every time I go back to grab a beer because I have to go out into my garage every time I grab a beer. And my garage isn't as clean as my hands. So I should be washing my hands every time. From now on, every time I grab beer, I'll wash my hands, alright? Don't even fucking worry about it. I'm on it now. I'll remember. And due to the law of conservation of mass, cutting these tomatoes in half will always take up the exact same amount of space as keeping them whole. So whatever container you got them in, cut them in half, put them right back, it'll contain it just as easily, because that's how Isaac Newton said it would work. That wasn't Isaac Newton, that was like fucking Einstein, wasn't it? I'd say pretty much how I imagined. Yeah, I am pretty fucking handsome. I agree. I haven't gotten a haircut in a year. Not a year. It's been like half a year since I got a haircut. I do need one. It's getting too long in the back. It's fine enough in the front. Even when it's in my eyes, I can still see just fine, but it's way too long in the back. Them onions are sauteing up good. Another thing you want to do if you want to cook up your onions, you can throw some salt onto the onions. You can throw some salt onto the onions, and then that'll also, like, while you're cooking it up, it'll just change the flavor a little bit. It won't actually change like the way that they cook or nothing like that. So don't don't worry about nothing like that. I gotta fucking sneeze. You should probably wash your hands after you sneeze, by the way. It's sanitary. Are these shrimp done thawing yet? Oh, fuck, I tried the shrimp before I wash my hands. Sneezing. Just wash your hands. And then you can be like, hey, are these shrimp done thawing yet? They're pretty close. I'd say they're about done. There's something about keeping them in the fridge, like the half hour before cooking. I'm just gonna toss them in the fridge now. I'll put them on top of the eggs. That seems safe enough. Ooh, these onions. I'll stir it up, because the bottom bits are going to be cooking a lot faster, you know? Even if you're on the lowest setting. Alright, I think it is about time we add our meat. So, what you want to do when you add the meat to this little dish, right? Here, I'll put in add the up right here. Add the meat to this little dish, right? What you want to do? You're gonna make a little hole for yourself in the middle, around what the onions is. You can't really see it. I didn't actually think about this that well, but you want to just toss your meat right in the middle. You're gonna. It'd be preferable actually if you put it on high right before you toss it in, so you get a sear, and then turn it back to low. I didn't think about that, so we're just staying at low. And we're adding in mushrooms. I just do fucking canned mushrooms. I ain't fucking with that fresh shit anymore. I'll fuck with the fresh shit if it's like a stir fry or something. Other than that, I just fucking get the canned. Just get the canned mushrooms. You're not a fucking prince. You're not a princess. Alright, you're not fucking royalty. Get the goddamn canned mushrooms. It's the easiest thing. The sodium and all the other juices they put in it, they don't fuck with the mushrooms at all. They're fucking mushrooms. They're fungus, alright? Add whatever chemical you want to fungus. It's not gonna change it. Alright? Anyways, you add the mushrooms in around the thing, like with the onions, basically. You can drain it first or not, depending on how much you like those mushroom juices. And you just, evenly distribute the mushrooms throughout the onions. And then, toss that shit. You take your sauce, right? And you're gonna add only half of it, and a little bit more than half, onto the meat. Or like half of it onto the meat, a little bit onto the onions. You want to keep a little bit of the sauce left for later. Then we're gonna... See, this is the wrong cut of meat. I'm gonna tell you guys immediately. Wrong fucking cut of meat. That shit is not gonna cook right. And that was the closest thing they had. I needed cab. I needed bottom cab, because that's like the cheapest for this like thing, and that's what my strategy or recipe, whatever word you want to use, works for. This is like chuck roast. It's too thick. It's not going to work right, but it'll probably be fine. I'm going to take this lid for this other pan, throw it on top of that. Keep it on the lowest. Maybe go a little bit higher than the lowest. Tell you what though, the spice with the sauce, pretty good. I mean, chop up that's the tomatoes. Okay, now finish your beer. I should not have fucking said that. This is a full beer. All right, but it's still part of the instructions. There you go. Add it to your little beer pyramid. When you say fucking mushrooms are gross, you're fucking gross. Mushrooms are great. Depends on what type you get. Some mushrooms are really good. Unless they're magic mushrooms, in which case those just fucking taste like dirt. You don't add magic mushrooms until you think it's like, oh, it'll be like a mushroom dish and I'll get fucking high. First of all, it's gonna taste like shit. Second of all, magic mushrooms high aren't even fucking good, alright? Literally, just take some Adderall and a 5-hour energy. You got a mushroom high. That's it. That's all you get from magic mushrooms. Okay? It's just a fucking stimulant. That's it. Nothing else. Just do Adderall. I gotta grab another beer. I'll be right back. Hey, have you guys ever snorted a Xanax before? I did in a girl's car once. After we went to Denny's like 6 in the morning, and then she drove me back to my friend's house, and then from there, stood in the kitchen and watched my friend, uh, pretty much in the nude, like just wearing underpants, wash the dishes for like 20 minutes, and then I went, all right, I guess I gotta go home, and then I drove home after that, and I was playing the Ratatouille soundtrack, and I gotta say, best drive of my life. Incredibly peaceful. I would recommend driving on Xanax in the morning time. It's very nice. The sun hits just right. All right. Spinach dip. We gotta actually look at the recipe. Spinach dip is the recipe I had to write down, as you can see there. All right. So cook and chop spinach. Got it. I've done spinach dip recipe a couple of times. I had to retype it, rewrite it down though. So I didn't want to use my computer to look at the recipe that I have saved. So as you can see, we got cook and chop spinach, 8-ounce cream cheese, 1 cup sour cream, spinach, garlic, Parmesan cheese, half cup and mozzarella in a bowl. Preheat oven to 375. Coat serving thing with cooking spray. Put shit in serving thing. Put in oven 20 minutes. Put under broiler 2 to 3 minutes. So, yeah. First thing we gotta do is cook. I just realized if you want to cook spinach the easy way, don't fucking open the package. I'm a retard. Luckily, I bought 2 things of spinach. Wanna know why? Because I'm not a fucking retard. It was a spoiler twist. It was a twist. Not actually stupid. Yeah, so what you do is you just don't open it, and then you just stab it with a fork, microwave it for like 3 minutes. That's pretty good. That's how you cook spinach, alright? You don't need to fucking saute it or boil it. Just throw it in the fucking microwave. It's gonna do the exact same thing. The whole point is to wilt the spinach. When you cook spinach, you want it to wilt. Any amount of heat, any type of way, does the same fucking thing, alright? So just fucking... Damn, it's a tough-ass bag. There we go. There we go. Pierce 2 little holes with the fork, which actually ends up being 8 holes. You don't have to put the microwave thing on the spinach. You don't have to cook spinach, depending on how you want to do the spinach. But some recipes do call for cooking spinach. Because sometimes you want the spinach to be dried or wilted, you know? So it works different. But like if you're just using spinach in a salad or in like a soup type thing, you really just add it in an after thing and then it'll like cook it. You'll see actually, this recipe, the spinach dip, requires us to cook the spinach. The next recipe, we're going to use the spinach that I just opened that one other one with. You don't have to cook the spinach. And you'll see the difference. So. Now, this bowl here, I didn't put shit in this bowl, actually. Oh, dude, fucking gnarly. I didn't put anything in this bowl. I can actually use it to mix the spinach dip stuff. I was just thinking, I was like, fuck, I accidentally put beef. I never put the beef in here. I kept it on a paper plate right over there. Genius. Hey, Ted. Hi, bud. What's up, man? I'm still mad at you for fucking eating the garbage and shit, but you're on camera now, so I can't hit you. That's a joke. Alright, so the recipe says... 8-ounce cream cheese, 1 cup sour cream, spinach, garlic, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella. I didn't actually buy mozzarella. I'm gonna do an experiment. And I'm saying it's an experiment. What really happened is I did not buy mozzarella. And I now have to, work around that. All right, 8 ounce cream cheese. Obviously, we got the Philadelphia. I don't know why Philadelphia is known for their cream cheese. Fucking, there's not even like the one state in the United States that's known for cheese, right? Philadelphia is just known for gang violence. I don't know how they have a cream cheese brand named after them. Hey Ted, you want to come over here? You want to introduce yourself to the people? I've never seen you on camera before. Come here, bud. This is Ted. He's a piece of shit. He went through the garbage today while I was buying stuff. He's an asshole. Don't like him. Don't compliment him. Ever. Alright, so you're gonna toss these cream cheese. Fuck, how'd you open these? How the fuck do you open these? What the fuck? Be nice to Ted. Don't ever be nice to Ted. Ted's a piece. Ted's a dick. All right. All right. Ted doesn't even go through the garbage to like eat our garbage. He literally does it just to piss me off. He just does it like when I didn't like take him for a walk that day or some shit like that, you know? If I'm busy and I don't like hang out with him that day, he'll go through the garbage. That's it. Because if I hang out with him the whole day and like do shit with him, he won't go through the garbage when I leave him later. Alright? Listen. Ted already knows how to open doors. I don't want to teach him how to open up the fucking beer as well, alright? We already have an issue with the doors where he can literally just leave anytime we leave the doors unlocked. He's too fucking smart. That's the issue. Not only is he an asshole, he's smart. You eat up all those onions on the floor, Ted? Those are floor. I've been stepping on them for like 20 minutes, Ted. You ate up all those onions, huh? All of them. You dirty trash boy. Oh, that one made you stop wagging your tail? Oh, it's because I said trash. Oh, he immediately ran back down to his cage once I said trash. Oh, now I feel bad, actually. He came up here, leaving his cage. He was like, hey, I've been down there for like an hour. I feel bad. I call him a dirty trash boy, and then he goes, oh, trash, and then he goes back down to the cage. I feel bad now. He thought I was still talking about the garbage he went through. Now I feel like, now I'm a piece of shit. Alright. Ooh. That meat's cooking up real nice. Now, you're gonna notice the outside is all cooked up and whatnot, and this meat here, it's not really that cooked. Don't worry that much. Move around the onions and mushrooms a little bit if you want. Not a very big issue. The inside of the meat is like, it's not. Just leave it there. I'm actually gonna take the this off though. The lid. Alright, so what else do we have to do? The sour cream cheese, 1 cup sour cream. Got the Daisy sour cream, of course. Fuck! Oh shit, I need to make some milk. Right quick. 1 cup is all we need. I don't really know. Is sour cream a liquid or a solid? Like, which cup size do you use? Liquid cups or solid cups for sour cream? I see. Just do that. And you slide off the rest, like so. Beautiful. And you carve the rest of it right into cream cheese. Some good sour cream. Toss that in the sink. And then, a fresh sour cream bowl, you just fucking pop back in the fridge. Alright. That smells real good, but I can tell it, like, literally just, I can touch the top of it and, like, peel it away, and I can be like, oh yeah, uncooked. See? I can touch it with my hands and, like, peer through, like, the cracks in it, and, like, I can tell it's not cooked. That's how you know it's not cooked. Don't even worry. If it turns, like, all brown, I did that mostly because the only reason it really did that is because I put the fucking lid on it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have cooked all the way around. Probably a mistake on my end. I accept that. My bad. Oh, fuck. My fork fell into the cream cheese. Sour cream. Mix. A lot of cream. Tastes pretty good, though. Alright. How much we had in that bowl? Spinach. The cooked spinach, of course. We have to chop it, though. We'll come back down to the chopping. You also have to. The thing is, like, it says that you have to wring out the spinach to, like, get the water and the wetness out of it. Fuck me, that's hot. Says you gotta do that. I don't believe in that bullshit. I think if the spinach wants to be wet, let it be wet. It's the same lie that they tell with when you have to pat meat dry. They're like, oh, pat the meat dry and whatnot. It's just bullshit. Who the fuck pats meat dry? All right, only fucking ugh. No, meat is literally flesh ripped out of an animal. A dead animal's fucking like inside flesh. All right, it's never gonna be dry unless like fucking it sits out in a fucking the sun for a couple of days. All right, meat dry doesn't. It's not meat. All right. So if any recipe says to pat your meat dry or dry your meat, don't pay attention to it. It's a liar. All right. So you want to just chop up the spinach, you know, however you feel like. You don't have to be very specific or like do anything properly, any proper chopping techniques. It's fucking fine. Maybe I should actually wring the spinach out. This is some wet ass fucking spinach. Hold on, let me just. Oh my god, look at all that oil that just came out. All right, maybe I'll wring the spinach out just a little bit. Put it in the bowl. Ooh, that is hot fucking spinach though. Jesus Christ. I'm burning myself on the spinach. Yeah. Uh, maybe wring out your spinach. It's hot. That's so much oil coming. What did they put in this spinach? Why is all this oil coming out? It's like all yellow. Did someone piss in my spinach? I didn't wring it all out. I don't give a shit. Just toss it in there. Toss it in the bowl. Just toss it in the bowl. It's not that big a deal, you know? Um, wash your hands. All right, what else do we add into the bowl? Parmesan cheese, half cup. Easy. Let me close the microwave. It's been open this whole time. So now I got the Parmesan. Half a cup. Fucking Parmesan. Are you on Mars right now? Yes, I am. I am not anywhere else. I don't ever stream away from home. I always stream at home. Unless I stream from someone else's home on Mars. So half cup Parmesan. That is a lot of fucking Parmesan. Is this recipe sure about that? I mean, I've literally done this recipe like 5 or 6 times, and I'm actually asking, like, is this fucking right? That is a big ass chunk of Parmesan. If you got a big ass chunk of Parmesan, don't just squeeze it. It might blow up all over your fucking kitchen. It's a bad idea. Anyways, add that Parmesan in. That's unfortunate. Well, Parmesan will come back into play later. And then garlic, right. That last bit of garlic that we were saving that is now soaked in spinach oil and cream cheese and sour cream. Guess it doesn't matter too much because it's adding all those ingredients anyways. Let's cut it up, shall we? Say it looks a lot like Earth. Well, you're just seeing the inside of my fucking kitchen. Of course it's gonna look like Earth. What do you expect us to fucking build our kitchens out of some material you never heard of? They're fucking kitchens. Alright, cool. And I'll once again show the technique for cutting the garlic. You just fucking wipe all the spinach off of your knife, and then you just cut, you know? Just like that. Just move on through. And then once all that is like that, then you cut it the other way, and then you just cut, 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 cut. Then you just add that to the bowl. And now, I think the last ingredient is the mozzarella, which, as you all know, I do not have. Well, yeah, I mean, if we've already terraformed the fucking abdos, of course there would be. So, for mozzarella, instead of mozzarella, I have on hand right now Mexican style shredded cheese. And I'm just gonna throw like a handful of that in there and we'll see what happens. It's not mozzarella. It's not like none of the cheeses in Mexican style are mozzarella either, but you know, we'll see what happens. Just tossing that in there. Toss that to the side. And stir around the onions and mushrooms a little bit. Yeah. Oh, it's cooking through now. You can see the blood coming out. Well, you can't see it. It's on the other side of the stream, but I can. Ah! Motherfuck! So remember when I said earlier, don't use your hands to mix the shit or feel anything in the pan, because that's a very bad idea and it's incredibly unprofessional? Continue following that advice. Alright, so now, you're gonna want to just mix all the shit that we threw in the bowl together. You know, just roll up your sleeves, mix it all up. This will be a fun little bit to do, you know, getting to squeeze all the cream cheese and the sour cream together. Just everything you added in here is just all different texture. So it's very good to just mix it all together, you know, it'll feel nice. If you don't enjoy this, then I don't know. I don't think cooking is for you. Yeah, you just mix it all together. Some people might use a whisk or a blending thing or another sort of apparatus or wash their hands right before they do this. I only had access to one of those options and I didn't think about it until I just started listing them all off. So, yeah, just mix it all together. Just keep mixing it all together. That's really good, you know. See that mixing? See that mixing going on? Just keep make sure the Parmesan is really what's going to stick around like everything. Make sure all is real nice. You can see it on my hands right now. That is a beautiful, beautiful looking spinach dip type thing. Even with the Mexican cheese, which I didn't expect it to be still so white with all that. That wasn't a race comment, that was a cooking comment. Then your hands are going to be all fucked, of course. But, you know, just try and wipe it all off and back into the bowl if you can. That's very good. And then I'm going to wash my hands. And then you're going to want your serving thing that you're going to put your spinach dip in. I think this is probably big enough. And you just toss it. Just throw it all in. And there, here, I'll move it to this side so that way you can see better. Oh, no, that just actually covered up more of the screen. Never mind. And then, where's my fork here? You're gonna want to really spread it out. Very even. You want it to be very evenly spread out and layered. There's definitely a better serving thing that I could have used than this one. Throw this bowl in the sink. We'll check on the meat. Yeah, it's still fairly cold and raw in the middle. Blood coming up these sides. What's happening on the other side? Fairly burnt, actually. We can fix that by moving around more of these mushrooms and onions. And then placing the meat onto the other side there. And once you put it on the other side, take the rest of that sauce and then pour it onto that side of the meat. Now, what we're actually going to do is we're going to turn that one off. We're going to turn on one of the back burners, the real stuff. Slap it onto a back burner. You know? Give it even less heat to work with. We're still doing shit with all this, you know? And then we want to preheat the oven to 375. Oh, that's nice. Right. Forgot to coat the serving thing with cooking spray. Now, that's a pretty big fuck up on my part. I just kind of put it all in there and didn't actually read my own recipe. where it says to coat the serving thing with cooking spray and then put it in there. That's my bad. But we're preheating the oven right now at 375. What we're gonna do now is start cooking the shrimp. Right? So the package on shrimp said tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. Weird combo. Well, who gives a shit? Yeah, 1 tablespoon butter, 1 tablespoon olive oil on medium heat. Yeah, about 2-3 minutes. Yeah, yada yada yada. We got a spoon right. Got a spoon right here. Oh, that meat is yeah, I definitely fucked up cooking that meat because it is the wrong cut, as I said right at the beginning of this stream. Probably the first thing I fucking said, because it's still pissing me off how much of the wrong cut of meat that is. And if you're noticing a mess around, alright, I'm trying. I'm a little inebriated. Give me a break. I was gonna do push-ups when I died, but I didn't die at all. Fucking nice, dude. Actually, that's bad, because now you didn't exercise at all. Did you at least do like 30 push-ups after you played it, so that you exercised somewhat? You know? Like, on one hand, great job being so good at God of War. On the other hand, you skipped out on your exercise. We're gonna go grab another beer. I'll be right back. You should do it right now. 30 push-ups. Just 30, you know? That's fine. That's a fine enough amount. That's okay. Let's throw that butter and olive oil around. Get my shrimp. Now I shall dump the shrimp in bowl, sink, and look at that. That's shrimp cooking up, baby. Can you even see that? You can barely see it. Yeah, pretty good. So the shrimp, good for like, you know, minutes. You only want to turn them over like once-ish. If you cook your shrimp over twice, then I hope you're fucking grilling your shrimp. Otherwise, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And what do I do after the shrimp? I have to move it into another bowl once they're done cooking, so. Get a bowl ready. Don't use your hand to move the meat around in the pan. Should get the other too. Nice. I just use these fucking pre-made noodle bullshit. Not pre-made, but pre-seasoned and whatnot. It's just the easiest way to fucking do it. What do they need? They need 3 cups of water and 1 cup low fat milk. Powdered milk. Fuck. I have to make milk. I don't know where our powdered milk is. The only other milk I have is expired by like a week. Fuck, where's our powdered milk? Uh-oh. Dude, I cannot find this powdered milk at all. That's a big fucking issue, isn't it? I did not know where I only have expired milk right now. Fuck. Well, I had evaporated milk. That's not the same thing though, is it? There's no. All right. You know what? The milk I have, it's only expired by a week. It's not probably not that bad, for being honest. You know, with ourselves. So you're gonna want to turn your shrimp over at this point, or at least try to. Try to pay attention to which shrimp you've turned over and which you haven't. You want to turn them over. Let them cook on the other side. Now, oh, oven's done. Open it up. Toss your spinach dip in. Timer, 20 minutes. Also, actually, right before it starts, ooh, that is very unfortunate. I just spilled a fuck ton of cheese on the bottom of the oven. Hopefully the fire alarm doesn't go off from that. Alright, cool. Don't do that how I see. You should put the cheese on before you put it in the oven. Alright, yeah, and then these shrimp, they're pretty well cooked. Put it all, including the shrimp, water into a bowl. Shrimp water is probably the best part of the shrimp. There. That is not good. Okay. 3 cups water. Yeah. So, in this little pan, 3 cups of water. Man, this meat's actually looking pretty tender. Not tender, but at least cooked through. Or not. Or not. Probably shouldn't have stuck this fucking thing that I've been using to move shrimp around with onto the meat. 3 cups water, 1 cup milk. I'll give this milk the old sniff test. Not awful. I've drank worse milk. Couldn't find the powdered milk, so, you know. And then it's how it looks like what? 1, 2 tablespoons of butter? 2 tablespoons. It says margarine. Fuck margarine. Use butter. Well, the kind of fuckers that use margarine. Sure does smell like burning over here. I wonder which dish that is coming from. Just on this side over here, it's where it smells like burning. That's kind of interesting. All right. While we're waiting for that to boil, we can do a bit of cleanup. Wash off this fucking cutting board, that's for sure. All the garbage on here. Right? Just bring to a boil. Let's drink out of the package, and then cook for 7 minutes. But we actually only cook it for 2 minutes until we bring in the tomatoes and spinach. Yeah, I don't think milk is supposed to look like that when it starts cooking. It's supposed to mix into the water, not become solid. But, who knows? Put it on high, start getting that boil going. It's because it's been on low rather than, or medium rather than high. So like the boil hasn't been going yet. These butters can also go back. How do these shrimp taste? A little overcooked, a little rubbery. But I was panicked about the milk, so that's why. That's why they taste like that. I'm gonna be honest, this went shittier than I thought it would. I knew that this was gonna go poorly. Every time I do a cooking stream, it goes poorly. This was worse than I thought it would be. I forgot to buy a lot of the ingredients. I didn't have even when I did buy some ingredients, I didn't buy the right ones, and I still went through with trying to make the same dish using the wrong ingredients anyways. Pretty poor idea. Don't see the reasons. I should have honestly not done this tonight, just because fucking the second I showed up at home tonight, Ted had fucking destroyed the kitchen already, and I was in a bad mood, and I was like, well, you know what, I'll try and do this anyways. Fuck it, right? Do it for the people. Didn't really consider that, might change my state of mind. Is this boiling yet? Yeah, milk should not look like that when boiled. That is, your milk shouldn't look like this when boiled. That means you got bad milk. But it's the only milk I got. I didn't have time for the whole evaporated milk debacle. Thought I had the powder, but no, you work with what you got. How the fuck do you open this? There you go. Once it's boiling, that is boiling. Alright, so we will boil it for 2 minutes. Right? Sorry, yeah. Boil for 2 minutes. So when that timer, it says 11:40 right now. When it says 9:40, I will add in the tomatoes and the spinach. Yeah, that milk is bad milk. That's bad milk. You don't want this bad milk to boil. Why are you boiling milk? Because boiling milk is important for a lot of white sauces. And that is bad milk that I'm boiling. That milk is a week old. I thought it'd be fine. It's only been a week. We haven't opened it within that week. It's bad milk. I really should have scoured it. I either should have bought more milk or really scoured harder for the powdered milk. But you know what? It's milk. But these shrimp, despite being overcooked, very good. Very good despite being overcooked. Like one more minute until we add in the tomatoes and spinach. Stir that around. Very nice. How's our meat doing? It's cooking pretty nice, actually. I'm not too dissatisfied with the meat. This is a different story, I would say, definitely. All right, time to add in our tomatoes and our spinach. I'll just toss them tomatoes in, just like that. Much it said in the recipe to add. I'm just gonna one big old handful, just like that. And you mix those in. See, this spinach you don't have to cook beforehand. This spinach you just keep fresh and add it in. And it'll wilt and cook into it naturally with the rest of it. So now we will wait until we'll cook this for another 5 minutes is what we'll do now. And if you're looking at it, it should look like, if you're doing it from your home, it'll look like sort of like a pizza dish. You'll have the red, you'll have the green, you'll have the white, you'll have blah 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 blah. It'll look like a pizza in a pan, or at least just based on if you're a fucking kindergartner, when you're learning colors based on like those little pizza albums where you put the Velcro on and whatnot. It'll look like pizza in a pan. Man, I really fucked all this up, didn't I? Put fucking sour milk in my goddamn mixing thing. Normally, my measuring cup, I never have to put in the actual wash because it's like always water and other bullshit. Hey! I missed a shrimp. Look at that. There's a raw little shrimp right there. Why the fuck did I just bite into a raw shrimp? Tastes really good though. Pop that in there. Just see what happens to it. Grab back in there. Yeah, this all went to shit. Pretty quick. Fairly quick. This all went to shit. Everything smells not quite right. It smells like uncooked seafood. Smells like sour milk. Smells like burnt meat. Smells like not great. You can say though, these shrimp, these ones right here, the cooked ones. Hey Ted, you want shrimp? Teddy, you're not a trash boy, Teddy. Teddy, come here, bud. You want some shrimp? And everything else that's on the ground right now? There you go, bud. Have some shrimp. He's gonna be walking towards the camera to eat all that shit that's on the ground right now. It's a bunch of cheese. I'm gonna go grab another beer. I'll be right back. Tell me if something catches on fire. Ted, keep eating the cheese, bud. Or I'll bring Archer in here and he'll eat the cheese. Alright? Don't make me bring Archer in here. He'll eat all that cheese away from you, Ted. This shrimp thing is definitely going to end up the best. I think despite... Actually, it really might not. I'm using sour milk. I really said, like, just looking at it is going to end up the best. I'm using sour milk on this whole shrimp dish. This meat is 100% burnt because it's the wrong cut. The fucking spinach dip is, wrong cheeses and all the ingredients are just wrong for that. Everything is wrong. I will say, though, these Busch Lights still taste good. Ted, do you see all this cheese over here? Don't eat from the garbage. Eat from the floor. You idiot. There's so much cheese over there for you to lick off the floor. Dude, alright, where's Archer? Archer will come in and lick up all that cheese. Archer. Archer's fine. Archer's easy. It's all in the corner. I don't like him. He's in the darkest part of the house. He clearly wants to sleep if he's there. Alright. Turn off the heat now. For these, probably cooked up pretty good. Add back in, this is right. Yeah, then add back in the shrimp. Add in the shrimp juices too, because it's the best part. If the shrimp are overcooked, at least the juices will still taste like shrimp, and then you add the juices into it, and then like everything else will taste good. So even if you fucked up the shrimp, and made them a little overcooked, the flavor from the shrimp will still permeate the rest. You just cook that up. Stir it up real nice. You want to add some Parmesan to that too. Hold on, Ted. I'm so sorry, buddy. I whacked your butt with the fridge door. I didn't even mean to do that. And then add some Parmesan to it. Wow, there's a lot of spinach on this thing of Parmesan. Good thing I wiped that off, otherwise that'd been in the fridge. Yeah. So, everything went wrong, is what I would say. There's one thing we can check, at least, to see if it went right. The meat. Now, I believe that the meat is either way overcooked or way undercooked. However, if you look into the middle, in these cracks here, that actually looks like a perfect medium. Let me flip it over to the other side. Ooh, this side isn't even burnt at all. Oh shit, the meat might have actually come out perfectly. All the onions are burnt, of course, but the onions are meant to get burnt. By the end, we're going to put the onions first, because all the sugar comes in and it melts with the sauce and it cooks up the meat. Certain way. So don't even worry if the onions are burnt. The onions and mushrooms, they're all just meant to add to the meat. That's why it doesn't matter what way you cut up the onions. They're not really a thing. Also, they would be part of the thing if I was using the right fucking cut of meat, but I'm not using the right fucking cut of meat. I'm using chuck roast, which is way more expensive than bottom cab. And so everything's fucked with the meat. Otherwise, it wouldn't have taken that long to cook. It would have taken probably way quicker. We could have also had two different cuts because cab chuck or cab ram, whatever, cab something, whatever the fuck it is that I normally buy. It's normally sold in two different cuts in the same package. Stir this up again, and then let it sit. Put that on it. I fucked up everything. Fuck. This has spoiled milk in it. This has all the wrong cheeses in it. This is just 100% the wrong meat. Everything burnt around it. Fuck. Hey, look at that. Let me get my oven mitts real quick. Bring this bad boy out. Look at that. How beautifully melted it is. You can't really see. Hold on. Let me get my other oven mitt. How beautifully melted that is. But it's not quite good enough yet. We're going to throw it in the broiler. We're going to end the bake. Turn on broil. And then we're going to broil it for just a couple minutes. Like maybe not even that. Oh, shit. This dish doesn't fit like that. Hold on. Whatever, bottom broiler. Grill. There we go. Toss it up. Toss it on there. Just for like, minute and a half. It's whatever. I am a professional. I have been once paid to cook for someone, which therefore makes me a professional. If you're ever paid to do something, you're therefore a professional at that thing. That's what it means. So, we did pretty good. The stream's going on for hour 44. Drank 5 beers on our 6th. That is way faster than my projected 1 beer per half hour. It's about I should be at beer number 4. I'm at beer number 6. Therefore, that is a 50% increase in beer consumption. Cheers for that. The meat is still cooking on the lowest setting. It's the lowest setting. Lowest setting really doesn't actually cook anything, especially when it's on the back burner. Maybe I should know. It does still smell burnt, but that side is so not. It's clearly the onions that are burning, not the meat. It's good to know. The onions don't matter for shit. They got this dish. That dish is probably going to be the best, despite using sour milk for that dish. It's probably going to end up the best, even still. Might kill me. But, Alright. And the spinach dip is just about done. There we go. Ooh, beautiful. Look at that beautiful brown. This is definitely ending up the best, despite me using all the wrong cheeses and ingredients. That is 100% ending up the best dish of the night. Alright. Well, I guess everything is cooked. It's time to actually, there's the fire alarm. Smoke alarm. Just blow all the smoke out through the window. The window a bit wider, I guess. I don't know. That was pretty good. I didn't get the smoke alarm until the very end. Once I finished cooking everything is when the smoke alarm went. That's pretty neat. It's pretty good. Pretty decent. I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back. And of course, always wash your hands after going to the bathroom. Yeah, it's way hotter than the bathroom sink. Jesus Christ. That's hot ass water. Alright. Let's test all this out, huh? Oh, that meat is. That is not proper. Fucking improperly cooked meat and all the vegetables are burnt. Sour milk, Alfredo sauce, and Mexican spinach dip. I don't know. This is this is gonna end up fucked. Is all I can think. All right, let me prepare a plate. There we go. Here, let's cut right through this. That is well, that is uneven at best for ways you could describe this cut of meat or how it was cooked. Hi Ted, how you doing? You suddenly are interested again after the alarms are off. Yeah, what's happening? Um, get a good serving of these noodles on top. And we got a proper. Does Ted get any? Ted, you want this tomato? Yeah. He loves the tomatoes. Ted might get some, depending on how awful it is. Ted's kind of fat right now, though. Feel like he's kind of a fat. He's kind of fat. I know you're looking at me all sad, but you are fat. You're getting fat, buddy. So I don't think I can give you too much extra food. What was I gonna do? I was gonna right salad There's a bunch of shit that just fell off right here. This is coleslaw that's turning brown by now, so I have to use up this salad. Gotta use it up, otherwise it's gonna become unusable. It's already starting to turn. Salad is different from milk, though. You can fucking, you need that once it starts going bad. Milk is different. You fucking put this shit back on. What the fuck? Oh. How does this work? How did it flip out the fucking cover rubber band thing? There we go. Perfect. And then the spinach dip, of course. We shall put. Ah. Shall put here. We'll use the same fucking serving thing because of shit. Ooh, that works so well. Dude, the spinach dip is definitely going to be the best. Never mind. Never mind me saying that the shrimp thing is going to be the spinach dip is going to be the best. All right. Absolutely. No fucking chance. Spinach dip is going to be best. All right. I'm going to take this over here. I'm going to take you over here. It's a nice fucking plate of food right there, I'd say. Despite everything being cooked wrong. Alright. We will try all of this. Alright. The noodles. They got a very fishy flavor, probably because of all the shrimp water that I threw in there with them. But no sour milkness to it at all. It's just a little too fishy because of all the shrimp water I threw in there. Other than that, very fine. Now the meat is, I can tell you right now, not cooked all the way through or even cooked evenly. That being said, you can look too at how uncooked this meat is. That being said, for how uncooked or not cooked properly this meat is, incredibly good. It still tastes amazing. And it's not tough or anything, but it is definitely a little raw in the middle. A little bit chewy, but not that awful. Oh, hold on. I forgot to get my salad dressing for the coleslaw. Of course, a zesty Italian because of my heritage roots.
And of course, the coleslaw tastes fine. Coleslaw was zesty Italian. No issue. Now, the spinach dip. This is going to be interesting. Just going to take a little bit of a bite with it with the fork. Not dipping anything in it or nothing, just taking it just as is. I'm going to be honest. A little too much Parmesan. Other than that, I actually think Mexican style cheese works better with the spinach dip than mozzarella. I've done this dish with mozzarella plenty of times. I think this is the best time I've eaten this is with Mexican style cheese rather than the mozzarella. Man, I can't believe, but the worst dish here, like if you want to see just how uncooked this meat is, that's how fucking raw and uncooked it is, and it still tastes fucking amazing. This is a $12 cut of meat as well. It was as cheap as I could get, well, it not being cab. But as crazy as it sounds, the pasta dish with the soured milk is the worst part of this whole ensemble. As crazy as that seems. Like the meat is both burnt on one side and undercooked in the middle. Still tastes better than milk pasta. And the spinach dip is just perfect. I don't even know what to say. What else about that? Oh, I'm sorry, Ted. I accidentally threw that lettuce into your water bowl rather than your food bowl. That I feel bad. Wash that out later. Is it the best food I've ever had? Absolutely fucking not. I had a restaurant one time that had like the spit of salmon. It was like literally like this salmon like thing. It was like the size, like the whole name of my fingers. Best fucking salmon I've ever had, and they had steamed broccoli with it with butter. That was probably the best meal I've ever had in my life. No, not the best food I'd ever had. As I said, the meat uncooked in the middle, burnt on the outsides. Still fucking tastes great. Honestly, the sour milk didn't do shit to the pasta. It really is the shrimp water that really affected this pasta. It's the shrimp water that did more than the sour milk did. With sour milk, honestly, if I added just the shrimp without the shrimp water, I think this would be way better. Well, who knows? You know, maybe the sour milk flavor would have came through a lot heavier. But yeah, right now it's so heavy with the shrimp flavoring. But I'm just eating the regular ass noodles or the tomatoes, and I mean that is really uh, hurting the pasta. All right, so now you know. If you want to make a shrimp Alfredo dish, you can use milk up to a week old. If you want to make beef stew in a pan using the wrong cut, it could be both burnt and uncooked at the same time and still tastes good as long as you use the right seasoning and the right sauce, the sauce that I showed earlier. And for the spinach dip, the fucking Mexican cheese works way better than Italian cheese. Alright, you know. I took a little bite that didn't have the Mexican cheese in it and just the regular Parmesan. Yeah. If you ever do spinach dip, stop using mozzarella, start using like Mexican cheeses. Like Monterey and queso and all that shit. Start doing that. Um Damn, for as much as I fucked up everything in this dish, it ended up way better than I thought. I would be disgusted by every single thing. But no. Worked out pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna finish eating this meal, and then I will come back to probably do Code Vein. Either Code Vein or Vampire. Next person in chat to like type one of those two games, or Battlefield 1 if Cuddles is up to it, of course. Next person in chat to like type one of those two games. I'll just play that game. But yeah. It was a good it actually ended up a decent meal. Holy shit.